Get me that signal. We need no panic.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is General Miller. You have been recruited as the tops in your field from all branches of the military. What you are about to see is to be considered above top secret, and for your eyes only. It was taken by a group of actors filming a new reality show in which they hunt for unknown creatures. They were sent to investigate reports of mysterious lights in the sky, along with reports of people disappearing several weeks ago in a Midwestern suburban town. Sergeant, roll the footage.
All right, Josh, you recording?
Yep.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Jake Brisbane from UFO Alien Hunters, and we are actually on location at the very first ever landing of a UFO where there was a team present that could investigate it. It happened right here. We were investigating UFOs in the area, and there is a landing that was right here. And actually, I believe that there is something behind this very garage right here. And I'm going to find it out. And Josh, I want you to stay here and make sure you keep recording. No matter what happens, you keep recording, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going. All right. My light. Okay. I'm going. I hear something. There's something back here, that's for sure. Oh my God. Josh, don't come back here.
Jake? Jake, you all right? Jake? Oh my God!
No one from that crew returned, and this is the only video we were able to recover. Further investigation has uncovered two disturbing facts. There are aliens on our planet, and they are not friendly. You have been recruited as part of an elite force that will be dedicated to eliminating this alien menace on our planet. You've already been trained to be the best of the best, and it's time to brief you on your first mission. I know this is a lot to take in, but the future of our very species is at stake. Let's take a closer look at the SID-Rep.
Galaxy Defenders from Ares Games is a squad-based tactical combat game pitting the players against the horrible alien menace trying to invade the Earth. Let's just take a look at the figure. One of the figures real quick. Look at that. Pretty nice, I think. Oh, look at the arachnid dudes. I'm scary. Each person plays a member of the squad. Here's one of the members of the squad. And they each have these character things with all their abilities on it. There are specific squad members, and each player selects one at the beginning of the game. They range from the Marine to the Infiltrator, Sniper, Biotech, Hulk, and the Medic. Each one has their own distinct skills, and they really come into play during a mission. The heroes have their own character sheet, which is right here. And as you play the game, you get additional devices, skills, weapons, and tactics that you can use to upgrade. And there are hexagons too. See? And it'll eventually expand your character and make them better. Eventually, if you're playing the campaign, you'll be able to switch your character over to their elite side. Dun dun dun! Which is the best of the best. But you'll have to live long enough to do it. The aliens are represented by those figures and their associated cards. For example, here's an alien card, the Xenobeta. They're controlled completely by the game, and the alien cards are split up between the players for them to do their movement and combat during the play. The rules for each are clearly marked on the alien cards, right here. And it depends on how far you are away from the alien, which will determine what they actually do. It says right there on the card. For example, this one says, if you're right next to the alien, well, the alien moves away 2 areas. If he's 1 hex away, attack with a blaster and move away 1 area. If he's 2 hexes away, he attacks twice with his blaster. And then down here are the dice that he would roll in order to attack. There are multiple board sections and additional pieces to further modify the terrain when called for. Like these little pieces here. There are 12 missions included in the storybook, which is big. This is the storybook. It's actually 55 pages long. It's a pretty good scenario book, that's what I'm saying. There's 12 missions included in the storybook that tell you how to set up each mission. Mission. This will take you some time to complete each game, so don't really expect to play more than 1 mission in an evening, unless you're going for a marathon. Once the game's set up, you read the mission briefing to all the players to find out what your objectives are, and then you're ready to play. Each turn, the Alpha Agent, and it's got it on this nice little handy quick reference guide here, the Alpha Agent is selected for the turn. This player will make the major decisions, break ties, and decide when deciding what to do, and will generally be in charge during that turn. They can also have things happen to them, specifically because it says the Alpha Agent's head explodes or something like that. Well, not that though. But it is sometimes not good. So it has its benefits and detriments. You'll have a chance to get a field promotion each turn and possibly pull in some new equipment if you've killed enough aliens and gathered enough technology. Then you go into the individual player actions. Each player can move, perform an action, and engage in combat during their turn. And this can be in any order, but not split up. So you can't move, then attack, and then finish moving. After that, you choose a close encounter card, which tells you which aliens activate, like this one here. Activate all blue aliens. So all the blue guys would get activated and would do something. Or it might even possibly teleport in new aliens. Once all the players have acted, there's an event phase where an event card is drawn. These can help or hurt the agents, and mainly involves what is referred to as signals. Now, signals are blips on the radar for beings in the vicinity that might be alien or human. They're represented by these little tokens here. You don't know which is which until one of the squad actually comes within visual sight of the signal, represented by this token on the board. And they, for example, let's see, we see this one and we flip it over and it's it's an alien. So once we realize there is an alien, we remove the signal, draw a new alien, bloop, and place his figure on the board where that signal was, and suddenly there's a new alien. And believe me, you can end up with a whole mess of aliens on the board. They come in through the teleport points that you also set up at the beginning of the game. That's the basic game. I'm not going to get into how the whole game is played, because there's a lot to it. Play continues until the end conditions for the scenario are met, which it says right in the guide, and then you check to see how successful your mission was. Generally, you will know if you succeeded or failed. If you're all dead, you probably failed. But there are different things. And just to give you an idea, this is all the rest of the stuff that comes in the box. There is some nice little areas to put things in the box. Look at this guy. I haven't run into him yet. And that's pretty much how you play Galaxy Defenders from Ares Games.
Galaxy Defenders from Ares Games really had me put my thinking cap on. This is a cooperative game of combat pitting the players against an invading alien menace. The components for the game are excellent, and the miniatures themselves are detailed and well formed. The rules and storybook are first-rate, full color, and filled with examples.
It's a fairly thick rulebook, though, weighing in at 39 pages. I like the games that introduce the rules a little at a time and have you learn as you play through the scenarios. Now, this isn't one of those games. I had to sit down, read through all the rules, read through part of the storybook, and then play through the first mission solo in order to figure out how the game worked. For good measure, I also played through the second mission, twice, before attempting to teach the game to anyone else. I'm not saying that the rules are poorly written. I do think they could have been written better, and an index would have been a big help. As with any line-of-sight combat-style game, there are many situations that pop up that are either not covered or only lightly brushed over in the rules. Many times the answers are there, but you can't find the specific location or the sentence or two that you need in the rulebook. For example, the issue came up that if a leader retreats and his 2 followers move with him, and I'm talking about an alien, how does their attack work? Does each alien attack and then move to follow the leader? Does the leader move and the followers follow and then attack? I have no idea. We just picked what seemed logical and went with it. It's little things like that that pop up and might leave you scratching your head from time to time. However, on the plus side, once I had the rules figured out to my satisfaction, it was simple to teach Galaxy Defenders to other people. We had a great time playing the game, and everyone agreed we would play again soon. The fact that your heroes can get better over time and can get better equipment is a great plus that draws players back to future games. The whole game reminds me of a lot of XCOM. Remember XCOM? For all of you XCOM computer game players out there, it has many similarities indeed, which really increased our enjoyment of the game. We've all decided already that we're going to play through the whole campaign, just to find out what is in store for us in the future missions. There are 12 missions included, and I've not read ahead because I'm looking forward to playing through them. Each mission has objectives, and you can either succeed, fail, or have a partial success on each mission. So it's more of a pass-fail rather than a win-lose type game. One lesson learned, make sure you tell the players beforehand that if they run out of ammo tokens, they can no longer shoot their gun. One of the players assumed that the ammo tokens were just for the use of special abilities, and spent them with abandon. Once I pointed out that no ammo equals no shooting, he realized the error of his ways. Luckily, it didn't have a disastrous effect. I do wish there was a way to designate the different aliens. There will be times when you have 2 figures of the same type and color on the board, and you have to remember which card goes with which figure to keep track of their health, and it's easy to get mixed up. I know there's plenty of ways to do it, like marking the cards and the bases, but I don't like to do that. We'll see. The setup takes some time too, depending upon the mission. 10 to 20 minutes to set up seems about standard, as you have to set up the board and the decks of cards that'll be used, and the aliens. You'll be learning all the different alien types as well, because you have to figure out which alien figure goes with which card when you first learn to play. The scenario book uses pictures of the aliens rather than their names to tell you how to set up that scenario. It isn't difficult, but it's a bit annoying when you're first learning how to play. So, to summarize, learning to play and game setup, not so much fun. Playing the game with others once you know how to play, excellent and a lot of fun. The scenarios will keep you coming back for more. For fans of combat and science fiction games, and especially old XCOM players, this will be a great time. If you aren't into these types of games, then it may not be for you. Thank you for joining me for this review of Galaxy Defenders from Ares Games. Let me know if you found this review helpful by leaving a comment or sending me an email at elliot_miller@voiceofe.com. Make sure to subscribe to the Voice of E channel on YouTube, like the Voice of E on Facebook, and visit our website at voiceofe.com, as I'll have plenty of gaming, entertainment, and comic book coverage this year. It should be a lot of fun. Thanks again, and until next time, keep your mind free.
Get me that 6. We need more power.